Hello folks, and welcome to Paddock Pass, your pre-race edition for this, the inaugural round of the 2022 Formula One World Championship. And I've got to say, it feels great to be back. As is tradition, there is something of an air of a first day back at school on arrival here. But it's more than that, because the new era of Formula One has arrived. And with it, the eagerly anticipated new car regulations, which have been designed to help promote better racing. With clean sculpted lines, swooping rear and front wings, which should allow cars to follow each other more closely, new eye-catching 18-inch low-profile tyres, the return of ground effect, and a reduction of aerodynamic physical adornments, the new cars look strikingly different, all while improving safety and pushing the limit of technical ingenuity. So then, which teams have interpreted the rules most effectively, and which drivers will adapt to their new car the quickest, leading the charge against the rest of the pack? Only time will tell. As always, we can't wait for this season to begin, but for now, from us, that's all.
So this first race of the season is always quite difficult for us trackside and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three.
Okay, good job mate, really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
We're all ready ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be front. Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our start. So here we are in 2022 at the start of another Formula One World Championship. It all begins here, the start of the next generation of Formula One. With the end of the second turbocharged era, a new dawn begins. New regulations have been brought in to promote better racing. With the
Great start to the season. Let's convert this pole into a win. We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice starts. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down. Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, the gap behind is 1.6 seconds. Okay, clear. Okay, you sat in P2. Leclerc is ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. That's Hamilton behind. Our gap behind is 2.6 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Okay, your pit window opens in 9 laps time. Gap to your teammate behind is 31.2 seconds. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 4.1 seconds. Increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Nice move, good job. You're lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up. There's a new strategy available on the MFD. Got that confirmed. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 28.9 seconds. There's a new strategy available on the MFD. Confirmed. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. You've got 2 stops remaining now. 2 stops remaining in this strategy, and your pit window opens in 2 laps' time. Okay, the car ahead's beginning to pull away. You know what to do. box this lap and push hard on the in-lap. Tyre condition still looking good. Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far no plans for a safety car. That stop wasn't great, we've lost some time there. Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in this strategy. Okay, so the car ahead's come in and fitted the soft tyre. Okay, good work, great pass. Max is in the pits, Max in the pits. Okay, one stop to go, just one stop left in this strategy. Your pit window opens in 8 laps time. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. The gap between you and the car behind is increasing by a significant amount each lap. Good job. Russell's ahead of you now. Our gap to the car in front is 5.4 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1:42.6. Right, you're closing in by around 1.4 seconds a lap. stop once now, one stop left. Your pit window is going to open in 3 laps time. Pit window opens in 3 laps. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, gap ahead is 3.7 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind is 31.8 seconds. Okay, be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. Nice work, mate, that brings you up a place. Leclerc's in the pits. Alright, we'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left of this strategy. The pit window is open, pit window currently open. Okay, we can take you this lap.
Steve Michael. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, looks good. मेरा ये दिख रहा है क्या? कैमरा नहीं ना? वीडियो दिख रहा है अभी? I think पापा म्यूट. Just checking. Voice is coming or not? एक second, एक second. हाँ, okay. Voice is active. You should leave. I am able to. Am I blind or what? Hi, audible sir. नहीं ना झोल है कुछ. एक second, एक second. ना झोल है कुछ तो अमान भाई ain't typing somebody else. You should leave and read. I can't hear him. I'm able to. Okay, थोड़ा सा voice delay होगा. So thank you for your cooperation and thank you for being active at 1:45 a.m. and supporting my stream. Thank you both of you. Seriously, thank you. Just let me check. Camera यहाँ पे placed है. Okay, let's go. हाँ भाई ये सुबह
Your
4
late
बजे
turning
तक
meant we had a
चलता
slower than planned pit stop, I'm
है.
afraid.
केस डिवाइस ऑन करें. This will अभी हमने सिर्फ somewhat half of the race completed. This is just 31 lap as you can see on the left. Total is the 57
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
गेम की आवाज़ एंड मेरी आवाज़ क्या प्रॉपरली सिंक्ड है? मतलब एज इन गेम की आवाज़ कम या फिर एनीथिंग लाइक दैट या प्रॉपरली? Like I have two screens, one on which I can see the screen and on one which I can see the comments. So just let me know. Let the straight. मुस्तफा चले गया यार. I was seeing his comments since the start and I was actually very excited by his community. By the way, Sarin meet Rabia, my college friend now. Not exactly my colleague, but friends since college. And Rabia meets Sarin, one of my cousins with whom I have lost touch due to job and everything. But yeah, he is here and it's actually great to see him after a long time. And it is इतने सारे मैसेज मत करो भाई. सारे में मान लीजिए सब ऑडिबल. सारे आपको तुम्हें आ रहा है या we are game sound is quite a lot, unable to hear you. Yep, game sound थोड़ा सा दिया है properly due to game sound. Okay. So reduce कर कैसे सकते हैं? I think yeah, now we should be good. I reduced the game sound ka input towards the stream. Let's check. After pausing, is there any difference in my sound and the game sound? मतलब अभी properly audible है? मैं comments देख रहा हूँ. Sorry. So far, am I audible? Mic check. Game sound. I should be audible properly now. शायद मैं इसका game sound is a bit louder than your voice. Even now? अभी पॉज किया है. Even now सारिम क्या अभी भी मतलब सादा है कि let me hear it. अच्छा खासा सादा. One second. Let me reduce it from the game itself. No problem, but नहीं like if we are doing things, let's do it properly ना. मतलब अगर वीडियो भी ऑन है, बात भी कर रहे तो ऑडियो issue is not that much of an issue. Master volume, let's keep it as of now 1. I think this should be good. Let me know in the chat अगर कुछ difference है, like better या anything. If not, I'll change it again. Leave you focus on gameplay. Thank you, Rabia, for your support, but you know I don't do that. Yes, better now. Okay, thank you. मैं स्टार्ट से जो बोल रहा था मैं शॉर्ट में वापस बोल देता हूँ जब से वीडियो ऑन किया. द थिंग आई वाज सेइंग इज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लाइक हाय सारिम, नाइस टू मीट यू भाई आफ्टर सो मेनी मंथ्स. लास्ट टाइम तो आई थिंक अक्टूबर 2024 में ही मिले थे एंड उसके पहले भी तो सालों पहले नहीं मिले. सो या इट्स एक्चुअली गुड टू सी यू. सारिम, मीट राबिया, माय कॉलेज फ्रेंड, like friends since college, and Rabia meets Sarim, one of my cousins, one of like my पहले बहुत close थे, then we didn't had any job or studies का pressure, but now due to life we both have drifted away. So but yeah, it's actually good to see him back and supporting me at this time of the day or night I should say. So it's actually good to see you guys. एक second. बाजी था या भाई था, एक सेकंड में देखा नहीं. इफ इट्स टू मी, वालेकुम अस्सलाम. बाजी था, ओके, नो इश्यूज. तो सारिम मैं ये बोल रहा था, दिस इज़ बेसिकली फार्मूला 1. मैंने देखा तुम्हारा कमेंट दैट यू वर सेइंग कि कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा. So it's basically just a lap that you have to complete. The total amount is the total quantity of the laps or total count of laps is 57, in which you have to maintain the position and try to overtake the cars during turns, because all of the cars are extremely powerful in terms of speed and everything. So straight road pe it will not be that much of a difference. It depends on how quickly you turn and how, what you can say, you're like good at turns. So if you see abhi on the top left side मेरे आगे जो है is a guy called as Charles Leclerc. He is racing in a Ferrari and his time ahead of me is 7.6 seconds. That's why it's a minus. मेरे जो पीछे है that's a +9, a guy named George Russell. So that's the difference between the seconds. So uh, with the end of each lap I have to make sure that that time decreases, and by the end of okay, we are increasing the gap behind our car by second a lap. This is told on radio, meaning we are doing good. And at the end of the lap make sure जैसे अभी 7.8 है, तो by the end of this lap it should at least come to 7.3 or 7 or something like that, and the gap behind should increase. So like that you just keep doing what you're doing for 57 laps. You make sure that each lap is your perfect lap, and that's how basically you overtake the person in front. So yeah, that's more or less the gist of it. I play that every day, so मेरा gaming session चालू होता है somewhere around 12 or 12:30, and it ends around 4:30 or 5:30 in the morning. So yeah, I thought of streaming a lot, but the issue is my laptop crashes due to some driver's issue. Thankfully, it does not crash during games, but as of now, it is also streaming to YouTube. I really hope it does not crash in between, because if it does, I am not very sure कि stream का क्या होगा. So if you guys are listening and अभी अगर crash हो जाता है, it's been hell of a journey. Thank you for your support so far, but yeah, thanks a lot for like joining the stream and actually commenting. I really wish भाई मुस्तफ़ा को मैं थोड़ा पहले join कर पाता. मुस्तफ़ा bro, अगर you are seeing this tomorrow or anytime, love you bro. By the way, Sarim, if you can see the wall behind me, how is it? Like, I know you have interest in games, so that's why I'm asking. How is it? Is it visible as of now? I think it should be. Yeah, you can see some of it. मैं थोड़ी देर से कैमरा नीचे करता हूँ, so maybe you can see the steering wheel as well. I think streaming while actually talking is a lot better because it engages with the audience rather than it just being a one-way conversation between the audience and a video. But अभी तुम लोग हो, so I am there and actually talking with you guys. But when you guys are not there, मैं भाई रात के 2 बजे 3 बजे क्या ही किससे बात करूँगा, कितना ही बात करूँगा. तो yeah, but I will keep this thing in mind whenever in future people comments. I should have turned on my camera a lot earlier, but yeah, I'll take that into consideration for the next time when I'm streaming, which might likely be tomorrow itself. So yeah, learning थोड़ा थोड़ा एक एक चीज़ कर करके. I'm still new to this. Let me read the comments. I see there are some new. Straight rasta. That's insane. Rabia ka latest comment. I am not very sure for what that was, but thank you. As you can see, Rabia and Saran, the gap ahead was 7 seconds, but now it is 4. And behind it was 8, and now it is 12. We also got the fastest lap. So yeah, we are actually doing pretty good. Just keep it up like this. Don't make any mistake. Pedal नहीं छूटा. एक second. Pedal अटक गया नीचे.
Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really
Okay,
good
we are
stuff.
back. I'm not that much into PC game. Yes, I used to play esports since 2022. Ooh. Glad to hear that actually. Actually मैं आज सोच रहा था कि अभी तो मेरा लैपटॉप इज़ द मेन डिवाइस दैट इज़ डूइंग ऑल द थिंग. गेम का ऑडियो, मेरा ऑडियो, लैपटॉप का ही कैमरा. I was thinking कि maybe have an external device such as my smartphone. I can mount it and use that as my camera so that you guys can see the steering wheel. But जैसा स्टार्ट में आप लोग ने देखा कि स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट ही बहुत लेट हो गई. द इनिशियल प्लान वाज 12 but it started somewhere around 12:45, so we could not go ahead with that, but surely next time we might. अभी ही एक्चुअली मैं दिखा सकता हूँ, but I'm not very sure how it will look. Okay, I was not prepared to come on camera, but yeah, let's check just once. No worries, that's all right. Give me a second, मुझे stream में थोड़ा delay है, तो I'll need some time to maybe 5 seconds or something to adjust it. Okay, the steering wheel is visible because of but black. Oh, this it's not pretty much visible. I think now it should be. Just a second, just a second. In case आप लोग सोच रहे हो, मैं यहाँ पे जो दूसरा फ़ोन है that I have as a mount is being used as a secondary display. हाँ, now it's visible. Okay. अरे यार shit, ये तो हिलाना नहीं था ना. Flap हिला दिया, sorry. Just a second. We should be good in 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sarim capacity is visible. Where are you? Sarim, I am currently in Hyderabad, गच्चीबोली all by myself. Obviously घर पे होता तो अभी तक मार पड़ जाती सोने के लिए. But yeah, I am at Hyderabad, गच्चीबोली, and it's currently 1:57. In a PG basically, if that's what you are meaning, कि flat या PG, तो it's a PG. Okay, my face is not visible, but at least steering wheel is visible. Please ignore बाकी चीज़ें. I was not ready to come on camera today, but no worries. From tomorrow we will take good care of it. भाई लेकिन सही में आफ्टर दिस रिस्पेक्ट बढ़ गई जो सही में ऐसा गाड़ी चलाते हैं बात करके कि इट्स नॉट एज इजी एज इट सीम्स, एटलीस्ट नॉट टू मी. एंड इन माई माइंड एज ऑफ नाउ जीशान भैया ही आ रहे हैं, बिकॉज मैनी ऑफ द टाइम्स ऐसा होता है कि वी आर टॉकिंग एंड ही इज़ एक्चुअली इन अ वेरी स्किलफुल और chaotic situation and he does that flawlessly, so it's not as easy as it looks. So yeah, something that I am appreciating now. पहले उतना नहीं कर रहा था. Holiday, Sunday, yes. Sunday, yes. Thank you for reminding. I need to be happy. सारिम भाई ये सिर्फ फ्राइडे नाइट सैटरडे नाइट पॉसिबल हो सकता है. संडे नाइट तो डेफिनेटली नहीं, बिकॉज ऑल्दो मैं खेलता हूँ बट इतना सेटअप एंड ऑल करके जैसे स्ट्रीमिंग एंड ऑल के लिए पॉसिबल नहीं होगा, बिकॉज मंडे मॉर्निंग वी हैव ऑफिस. सुख की है चाहो तो दुख भी सहना है. So now let me raise the camera as is was, because we have left Lurk right where we want him. I hope I am correct. Break. Okay. Ha. So let's overtake him by 40th lap. Currently it's 37. भाई खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है क्या? मैं थके जा रहा हूँ यहाँ. 38. I actually cannot see the comments. Just a second. I should keep that little bit more close. We'll pause the game just for a second. Sunday, what about Rabia Baji? Rabia Baji, the mic is yours. What about you? क्या plan है कल का? वो भी like she also works in a company, but unfortunately not the same one. Rest up to you. Rabia Baji, whether you want to work in the same company or not. इरादे तो नहीं लग रहे उनके, but ठीक है. You can carry on the conversation. तुम्हारा कैसा चल रहा है सारे? Like what are you doing right now? I need to increase the 1 second. भाई आराम से 1 second आराम से. Yeah. Now I think the flap should be correct. मैं तभी देखा नहीं whether I was visible or not. Now I think I should be. We got some new comments in the chat. I hate you, I see that. Okay. I also have holidays. I'm actually excited. excited as in like I am surprised that the stream is actually going this much interactive. I was not expecting anyone because last time when I streamed a game called as Death Stranding, that was like only by with me and myself. उसमें I didn't post any story because I was testing that. आज मैंने story डाला and it's actually glad to see you guys, especially at this time. शायद we should change the streaming time maybe to some extent so that we will get more better audience reach. Not saying that you guys are not good, but why not? Wrong turn. आ जा ब्रेक लेक्लर भाई, कहाँ भागोगे? आ गया मैं. Then I think Sarin went off the stream. In case you are Sarin, मैं पूछ रहा था that what are you doing like nowadays? Are you studying? Are you looking for a job, or like what's the update? I have not caught up with you since years. And even in the month of October previously when we caught up, it was like not, it was just for a particular moment and we didn't actually have time to catch up the way we used to. So what's up in your life? How's life? Should I do? Wow, I deleted the text. Text delete भी होता है? क्या मजाक कर रहे हो भाई? ये मत करो, मेरा engagement मत खाओ यार. YouTube का वैल्यू होता है कमेंट्स का. डिलीट क्यों कर रहे हो? एक सेकंड, क्या हो रहा है भाई? लेक्लर भाई भागना नहीं, एक सेकंड तो. क्रेजी ना, इट वाज अ मिस्टेक. अच्छा भाई, क्या मैसेज कर रहे हो और डिलीट कर रहे हो भाई तुम लोग? ऐसा मत करो, गरीब इंसान के पेट पे लात मत मारो भाई. रोजी रोटी चलानी है मुझे एक दिन स्ट्रीमिंग एंड ऑल करके. प्लीज कीप सपोर्टिंग गाइस. ठीक है, थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया. टर्न उससे ज़्यादा हो गया. या बैक टू नॉर्मल. I should not be shy when I am actually streaming, because what's the point of being shy if you're streaming? मतलब it will not get you anywhere. आ जाओ लेक्लर भाई, अरे चल ना लेक्लर भाई, चलाओ यार, भगाओ भगाओ या फिर मुझे जाने दो. ट्रैफिक क्यों कर रहे हो रास्ते में? माशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह, फरारी लेके ऐसा टर्न. By the way, we have 2 silent watchers. क्या मजाक करो? टोटल वॉचर्स कितने? 4. तुम दोनों हो. तो और कौन है भाई? जो भी है, कीप सपोर्टिंग भाई. लेक्लर भाई, बाय बाय. We overtook Leclerc. Nice, 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 nice. It was a nice overtake and a simple one. But he is still not gone. He will be behind us only. Oh, not that much. He's gone. Next, Tanmay Bhatt incoming. If I was Tanmay, God, I can't believe I'm doing this live. If I was Tanmay Bhatt, I would react to everything like. That's all that guy does. Bhai, seriously. Like, I'm not aware of that much of the content, but half of his content comes from reactions, and in the reactions 90% is just fake laughs basically. Matlab, yeah, I do get the point of creating engagement and interest, but that does not mean that you include your laughs hysterically at every point. Like, in 5 seconds or something when that video plays, you will either hear him or Rohan Joshi making a very lame joke in which they feel that, yeah, we have a better IQ, and they'll be like, ha 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 ha. Like, some of the jokes are actually funny, but itne bhi nahi yaar, ki the way he laughs at every joke, there is no range in laughing. Thank God he's not an actor. Leclerc भाई को ठोक दिया था. Sorry. बाजू में कौन है? कौन है भाई? कौन है तुम? बुटास भाई, पीछे हटो. ए भाई भाई, ठोक रहा है, ये ठोक रहा है. जा रहा हूँ. बुटास भाई रुक जाओ, ठोकना नहीं. ठोक. अच्छा, गानू है, not बुटास. What's the comment? Actually, the scene is we are a placement drive for the final year students. Okay, that's my cup of tea. Placement drive, nice. And I was the coordinator. Congratulations on being the coordinator. So was I for my college. So the guest lecturer asked us to give the exam with final year students. One second. Are you like what course are you particularly pursuing, and like are you in the final year of it? Because यहाँ पे you said that the lecturer asked you guys to give the exam with final year students. So are you not the final year student? He's wise. Don't laugh like that. Mistakenly, I topped and crashed the group discussion. Now I have been given free internship. Wow, that's pretty nice. Nice to hear. Computer science, third year. Oh, so we are basically in the same field. BSc IT graduate over here. Emphasizing on the word graduate. Took a lot to become जस्ट सेकेंड अरे लेक्लक भाई थोड़ा आराम से चलो ना, यहाँ पे अपने से बात कर रहे लोग, आप भगाए जा रहे हो, थोड़ा आराम से, एक सेकेंड, थोड़ा एक सेकेंड. You have not streamed it on LinkedIn. Ha. Very funny, Rabia. I actually can make a small post about it regarding the personal work-life balance. But that includes if I do some work in my work-life balance, which unfortunately is not very good at the moment. Feels like watching OG Gang. Who is OG Gang? I am not very aware of the social media terms of their group. Who is the OG Gang? Is it like the gang of Tanmay Samairana and who else was there? Zakir Khan and all those people? Is that the OG Gang? I know the Orange Juice Gang because they have pretty active content creators. Bhai hat jahan. Bye bye. आई रियली विश एंड होप कि मेरी ऑडियो मेरे गेम के वीडियो के साथ सिंक्ड है, अदरवाइज इट विल लुक वेरी फनी कि तुम लोगों को लगेगा कि मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, रास्ता तो स्ट्रेट ही जा रहा है. एक सेकेंड सी द कमेंट्स. One second, there is a straight upcoming. Let me read over there. Tanmay Bhatt meme reaction. Yup. No, it seems properly okay. Thank you. I'm still not aware who OG Gang is. I might know them, but I am like unaware of the term OG Gang as of now. Rabia, what's your intake? What's your update on the like stream as of now? The quality, sound quality, and more importantly, the background and the content. Any updates that you should suggest that we should bring the next time we stream, even in terms of regarding like the way I'm talking or English, Hindi, should I change anything? Like I'm comfortable currently in English, so that's why I'm being like that. ये सब हिंदी में अगर बोलूँ तो बहुत ज़्यादा dramatic and philosophical लगेगा, which I do not want to imply, so I'm just gonna stick with English for now. और भी लोग होते ना, बहुत मजा आता है. Dim your room lights, but if अच्छा I do have ring light, I forgot. Okay, yeah, good point. But if I dim the room light, none of this would be visible, and it's neither visible now, so yeah, that is baseless point. But yeah, we can make the use of the ring light that we have. Reels बनाने तो काम आई नहीं, इसके काम आ जाएगी. So yeah, we can actually maybe do something like that. But yeah, let's see. I'm wearing specs, so that is. I will see ki am I able to stream my camera input using my phone. That will be something of a different thing that we can do. We still have 4 people in the live. भाई कौन है 2 लोग? Please comment कर दो. एक तो शायद मैं ही रहूँगा. कोई एक है और. एक तो क्योंकि I am just using a secondary device to monitor what is visible and what is not. तो yeah, one of that would be me. Who is the 4th unknown person? Let us address the elephant in the room. कौन है भाई जो सब सुन रहा है, देख रहा है, पढ़ रहा है, बट शांत है? थोड़ा second. It's Rabia's comment. थोड़ा माहौल I read. आगे का 1 second. Let me read it when the straight comes over here. Okay, let's use the imposter. थोड़ा माहौल बनाओ if you're coming on camera. Yes, I do understand the value of it. Yes. Camera में अगर आना है तो this is okay for now. Although this will still be uploaded as a live video, but yeah, we obviously need to improve the camera conditions, especially. By the way, the stream, as in like the race, it will end in the next 30 minutes or something. Oh my god, one of my phone switched off. So I only have this one, it has charging 36, okay, that will work. So I was saying, yeah, the race will still go on for more about 30 minutes, max 30 minutes. I still... तुम लोगों को टाइम दिख रहा है स्ट्रीम कब से चालू थी? Is it been like 40 minutes or 1 hour or something? एक second. आराम से 1 second, हाँ हो गया. The imposter is me, you, me and Aman is 3. Who's the 4th? Exactly my question. मेरा एक फ़ोन बंद हो गया, so now it should be 3. Yeah, it is 3. कौन है भाई? एक सेकंड, अच्छे खासे कमेंट से. Anything for engagement, you know I'm watching it on TV. भाई क्या कर रहे हो सारिम भाई? Salute to you. Thank you. घर में पूछ लेगा भाई इतने रात को टीवी पे मैं कैसे दिख रहा हूँ, मैं क्यों आ रहा हूँ? ओ भाई, I'm watching it on 2 devices. ओह, इतने रात को टीवी पे कैसे? लेकिन डांट नहीं रहे? तुम कहाँ पे हो अभी सारा? Which city? Thank you, Gasly bhai. Letting us overtake. No comments so far. Loyalty. Exactly. Thanks, Saran. Actually, that actually means a lot. No, I've connected 2 different headphones. Sorry, एक second. मेरे को वो heart symbol दिख रहा है जिसके वजह से I can't see the full comment. No, I've connected 2 different headphones, one to the TV and one on my phone. I was lazy, I have to play it on my laptop. Okay. I didn't actually get you, Saran. Like, I've connected 2 different headphones, one to the TV and one on my phone. So TV pe bhi, like, are you watching the stream and on the phone as well, or is it somewhat different than what I am interpreting? And like, where are you right now? 46 laps, we just have 10 laps to go, guys. Let's do this. New comment, 1 second. I'm at home, and home exactly is... Turned it off now, okay. Home exactly is where? Nice. Barsi. Oh, nice. How's Barsi? I have not visited it, I think, more than 14 or 15 years maybe. I don't remember the year I went to Barsi, but it was actually pretty nice, and I would die to go back to something like that. The corporate life is not as good as it seems on the outside. Like, not saying it's bad, obviously it could be a lot worse. I do not have that much exposure to make such big comments, but overall I'm just talking about the schedule. Like, you basically feel caged. So it would be good to have a turn of events and be able to visit a village where technology is not as far as it is currently in my day-to-day life, at least in Hyderabad. You stay in Mumbai, sir? नहीं Ravia. Barsi is a place to, I think, northeast of Mumbai. Like अच्छा खासा दूर. It's on like a different end of Maharashtra. You might not know it. I live near Sholapur, if you know. So it's not northeast. It's southeast. We have 9 laps of place remaining after Mumbai. She's my cousin. Makes it. You guys talk. I will catch up in a bit. Oh, acha. Haan, Rabia, that was Kainat. She got married in the month of October to 2024. This is Saran. Kainat is our common cousin. But you can say much closer cousin or in relation to Sarim than to me. Sarim, I think Kainat, sorry, Rabia, if I say Sarim is, you, तुम्हें पता होगा एजाज मामू, पापू मामू and गोल्डी मामू. So similarly, टोनी मामू भी एक है and Sarim is his son. So like as you know, Mahi and other cousins like Kainat, Sarin is also cousin in that way. Minnie's brother's son. Minnie's cousin's brother's son. Not Tony. So sorry, so sorry. So sorry, I didn't had that in mind. मैं flow में बोल दिया. So sorry. Ravia, don't you dare laugh. Ravia हंस रही थी when I said Goldie Mamu yesterday, and she was like, भाई ये अजीब नाम क्यों है? Sorry. It looks like you. नहीं. You're going on the wrong side of the family, Ravia. Sarim is Minnie. Minnie's cousin's son. The one who looks like me is Mama's side of the family. Sarim is from dad's side. Shabai. Again, let me go on a straight and then read the comment. Shabai, Goldie was my fishes. That's I didn't. हाँ सारे. Rabia जो cousin को refer कर रही है, that looks like me is Taki. That is my mom's sister. खाला का बेटा. मैं अपना English को झाड़ रहा हूँ भाई. खाला का बेटा. So she got confused कि are you maybe in that? You're referring to that kid only, right, Rabia? Taki. So he's खाला का बेटा that lives in Mumra. Sarin ये जो है, this is dad side family. Minnie sides basically. You know Minnie, right? But if the wife, I think you know at least that much. So yeah. हाँ भाई मैं थक गया सही में. हाँ Will like my gaming chair is a must if you are actually gaming for this long, which I do for a lot of time. It's actually a necessary thing. Thankfully, no backache, but the posture is something that I need to be really, really careful about. I didn't know we were so in. Big second, big second, big second, big second. 1 second, Sarin. If that was Sarin, oops, update. I didn't know we were so directly related. Acha. Still are, not were. But yeah. Yeah, if we are going to stream a little bit more frequently, we should remove the podcast mic as well. That would be a good addition to display onto the setup. And voice difference भी I think थोड़ा तो होगा ही. अभी कैसा I'm all alone and the AC is on तो पूरा शांत है. But if we are going to do frequent streaming, which I think I am going to do now, the podcast mic is a must. We should remove that. Last 6 laps remaining, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's push, push, push. Wanna be beer biceps? Arey. Don't ask why I laugh like that. That's how he laughs. भाई मैं मिमिक्री करते करते फेमस हो जाऊंगा भाई. ये लग रहा है. I'm not gonna do any mimicry of him. Do not give me ideas, Rabia. I know you are encouraging indirectly कि हाँ कर भाई कर. मैं लाइव हूँ ठीक है. तुम लाइव जाके बताओ. And then ये हरकत दूर की बात. Invite me. Ryzen got latent. Wow. Sudden pain in chest. Don't know why. Should not have said that on stream. All good. All good. Looks like your whole family rising. Fastest for past 4 years. Last 6 laps. Sarin, what games do you play currently? Apart from Among Us, which you already mentioned. I see some comments. Aman Bhai FC25. Yes, we do have that, but on PC. Like if you want, I can download on my phone. I had it, but as of now, it's on PC. Aman also has Ryzen 7. Wow, it looks like you two own Ryzen. Sarin, yes. So let's head out. Streaming is not so bad after all, thanks to you both. I didn't had any expectations. In fact, I had no expectations कि भाई कुछ होगा ही नहीं. In fact, negative expectations you can say. But thanks to you both, now I am actually encouraged. And also, it's like a weird time of the day, and we are streaming, so we cannot expect to be that much of an audience until unless your name is I Show Speed, which it is not apparently. So yeah, we will fix for a better time. I mean, अगर मैं जब भी गेम करूँ तभी ही स्ट्रीम कर दूँ, तो next stream will start immediately right after this, and maybe right tomorrow around 3. Who knows? But yeah. हाँ यार राबिया, मतलब सही में I'm thinking कि if I am streaming that like I am playing that frequently anyways, why not stream it like this? I might actually generate some audience. बस डेलॉट वाले बोलेंगे हाँ ये करो, इसी बात के तो पैसे हैं. By the way, नितिन भाई है भाई को तो I have to warn him कि भाई पहले वीडियो एंड ऑडियो ऑफ था, अभी ऑन है, so मस्ती नहीं करना प्लीज कुछ. नितिन भाई, by the way, Sarin is the name of my roommate. He's a very mischievous guy, तो कुछ उनका सुविधा ना बोल. I played Free Fire, BGMR, COD, most mobile games that we have tried to. Okay, no offense. I am a mobile gamer as well, and I recently, just few years back, became a PC gamer. Especially after coming to Hyderabad, I became this one dedicated to PC gaming. Before that, I didn't have that much time at my home either. So yeah, I do get around sharing that it's actually pretty good mobile games to get the best out of it, especially multiplayer games. My COVID and PUBG, the combination was deadly. Nothing can top that ever. COVID and PUBG. Best days of my life, COVID and PUBG, seriously. I mostly watch anime nowadays because I'm bored with the series every day of my sport and my family. Oh, I can delete that. जैसे ही मैं पुणे शिफ्ट हो जाऊँगा बैक इन माय फैमिली, maybe those comments
That's
will
just
not
5
be
laps of fuel remaining.
feasible. And Nitin bhai is here. कहाँ गए भाई? आ जाओ. 3 laps of race remaining, guys. Ryzen 7, perfect choice, Sare. I didn't read the full comment, but I just read that whenever you get an option or a chance, you're gonna get a Ryzen 7. I have a Ryzen 7 4800H. Yeah, H. It's pretty good. Pretty good as in, like, now if I explain to you the difference between a CPU and a GPU, the GPU is running the game. That's why it's not lagging or stuttering. Meanwhile, the load of streaming everything to YouTube is being handled by CPU. So CPU, GPU both working separately and performing good output overall. Now if you go for a weaker CPU but a high-end GPU, you will be able to run games at much more FPS and with more high details to the graphics. But that will come up with a little bit of a cost of performance in the background. Are you planning to get a laptop or like a gaming setup, a PC or something? Well, I want to read the comments, but it's just that it's the last section, last 2 laps of the race. I do not want to screw up right now because I will not have time to make up for it.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just
Watch
focus on
out.
the driving.
We'll have to finish in first place. Who said that? Thank you. Who said that? Rabia or Sara? Rabia. Okay. Laptop setup or PC setup? Yeah, that's what I was asking. Like, what are you planning to, if you're planning to get a gaming setup? Overtake gently. Wing damaged. Warning collision with potas. भाई वोट पे कहाँ मुझे की warning. It's plus 24? What's plus 24? I didn't read the comment above it is alternate. It's plus 24. What's plus 24, Sarah?
Enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Time, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. पोटास भाई कहाँ जा रहे हो, पागल हो क्या भाई? आगे आके ऐसा ब्रेक मार रहे हो. हाँ देखो देखो अलग ही चल रहे हो भाई. तुम 6th पोजीशन पे हो, 1 लैप पीछे हो मेरे से, ठीक है? मुझे मत ठोको भाई. तुम्हारे चक्कर में अगर अभी टायर वायर निकल गया, वी विल गेट डिस्क्वालिफाइड. ऑल द मेहनत विल बी गॉन. अच्छा गाइस, यू डिडंट टेल मी टाइम कितना हुआ है, मतलब ऑफ द स्ट्रीम. दिख रहा है या फिर सिर्फ लाइव दिख रहा है? भाई गाड़ी चलाते समय प्लीज ट्रैक पर फोकस. जैवलिन, ओके. ओ भाई जैवलिन, इज इट नितिन भाई? जैवलिन कौन है? हाँ जैवलिन नितिन भाई, एनएफएस का गेमिंग गेम याद आ गया. क्या बात है भाई, यहीं पे बैठे बैठे कमेंट कर रहे हो. जैवलिन इज नितिन भाई. एवरीवन वेलकम नितिन भाई टू द चैट. हाँ भाई, approximately 2 hours. Okay. Final lap, final lap. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's make a perfect lap.
So, another fantastic victory for Red Bull today. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today? Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sports that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win. let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
It's got to be Valtteri Bottas, a commanding performance that I think had the audience's eyes glued to him for the majority.
एक second, let me just reduce the volume. So that was the final sector and the segment of the race. We finished at P1. We have points as 32 right now. Let me just give you a quick overall standings. Yeah, we are James Hunt. We are standing at 26. And below us is Leclerc obviously at point 18. We just have to maintain the lead. ये क्या भाई कौन आ गया? Pranav log, hello, I do not recognize you, but yeah, welcome to the stream. It's about to end actually. You pro win. Yes, thank you Rabia and Saran obviously for being throughout the race. Asking to the sports but careful. Shahab Haram. You didn't get it, kya? Shahab Haram कौन था? Yes, इसमें इसलिए बना है क्योंकि फाइनल सेगमेंट था. शराब, सॉरी मैं शहाब पढ़ रहा था उससे भाई साहब. शराब हराम अस्तगफिर. अरे तो पिया थोड़ी मैंने उड़ाया है भाई से. पिया नहीं है, देखो सब उड़ा रहे थे. शुभ्रनिल क्या है? शुभ्रनिल इज माय ऑफिस मेट colleague. Good to see you active at 2:40 AM at night. Yeah, good. अरे बोलो शुभ्रनिल भाई मत भाई रिपोर्ट मत करो. कमेंट पता चला मेरी स्ट्रीम उड़ गई है चक्कर में. Let me switch to the thanking page and let me activate my camera once again over there. एक second. Yeah, I should be visible right now. I am actually not watching my latest live stream. Just a second, let me load it. Key. Okay, I can see myself. It's good. Bhai, after कितने घंटे? I think it's 2 hours 4 minutes. Wow, that's good. That's good. Okay, no touching sharab. All friendly fire. Well, formalities. Yes. Thank you guys सही में for being there throughout. I think more than 1.5 hour. सही में thanks a lot for supporting. Let's see next time क्या होता है, कैसे होता है. Hopefully maybe it will be possible next weekend or maybe some weekday. I will put a story during that. The only issue is बस Deloitte employees ना देख ले मेरे friends. They will be like हाँ ये करता है इसलिए सुबह लेट उठता है. But yeah, it's actually great to stream. First time a proper stream, and it's great to see the amount of what you can say engagement and interactions I am getting. We'll definitely take this up, and yeah, it's pretty good. इसका डोंगर टूट गया बस एक दर्द है आज. We'll have to see some change for it. So okay then, Rabia patience level. Thanks to you as well सारिम. सही में तुम्हारा भी अच्छा खासा patience था सही में. Thanks a lot. So okay then guys, I think we can finally then end the stream. thanks a lot for being there since the start, and it will definitely be something that I will be looking forward to do again and again in future. This was the first race of our entire 2022 championship of Formula One. We will definitely have more races in future. This was the first one, Bahrain. Second one is at, I think, Jeddah. So that will be a difficult one. Let's see how that turns out to be. So this is Aman Asware, aka Amunation, signing off. Let's say in future, wherever we meet, whenever we meet, we can make sure of the changes that we discussed, such as lighting and everything. But so long, stay tuned for more updates. Thank you. This is Aman Asware signing off.